Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's so nice to have you here. And it was a great privilege to have such good speakers with our high rank batch of MBA. And I'm sure, not taking much time, our students will be delighted to listen to you. This discussion was very important because COVID has changed and we need to think a lot, we need to speak a lot, we need to discuss a lot about what next exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
So please, Vivek, continue. You can
Yes.
continue, and welcome you all to this high rank family.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mrs. Sai. So I will start scrolling the screen. So हमने introduce तो कर दिया सबको. Again, as you see that we have collectively around 75 years of experience across different companies, banking, financial, consulting, engineering, technology. So we have a very wide, diverse range of experiences that we want to share. सबसे बड़ी जो क्वेश्चन है सबके दिमाग में कि हम सभी बात कर रहे हैं कि बहुत कुछ चेंज हो रहा है, बट क्या चेंज हो रहा है, क्यों चेंज हो रहा है? सबसे पहली चीज ये है कि अगर आप न्यूज़पेपर आज देखें तो सबसे ज्यादा बातें होती है कोविड के बारे में. कोविड में वैक्सीन पे ये डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है, कोविड की वजह से ये लॉकडाउन का इसका इतना इम्पैक्ट हो गया, कोविड की वजह से लोगों की नौकरियों में इम्पैक्ट आया है, जीडीपी पे जीडीपी श्रिंकिंग 3.1% था लास्ट क्वार्टर, इस क्वार्टर में there is a doubt we will even achieve 3% or 2.5%. So there is a lot of conversation about COVID. But I think to get the full context, it is important to go back कि COVID से पहले क्या हो रहा? Because COVID has become an accelerator. It is very unfortunate that this pandemic has hit us. Lekin it has also become an opportunity for a lot of things to move differently. So let us try to first understand what was happening just before COVID hit us, right? सबसे बड़ी चीज थी कि consumer has suddenly started making the decisions on how they want to consume services and products. So consumer has become very aware. In fact, अगर मैं ये मान के चलूं कि हम लोग सब सुबह 6 बजे उठे थे आज, तो पिछले 3 घंटे में हम सब ने मिलकर करीब every person I mean आधा जीबी डेटा हम यूज कर चुके हैं इंडिविजुअली, और करीब 1 करोड़ ऐप पिछले 3 घंटे में डाउनलोड हो चुके हैं इंडिया में. This is the kind of pace that we are talking about, right? So the consumers have become very demanding in terms of how easy it is to do business today. And this is not again because of COVID, it was even before that. अगर आप देखें जितना भी ऑनलाइन ई-कॉमर्स हुआ है, इस समय करीब मेरे पास नंबर्स हैं 2000 करोड़ का बिजनेस ट्रांजैक्शन हो रहा है ई-कॉमर्स के थ्रू. करीब 2 लाख से ऊपर लोग एम्प्लॉयड हैं ई-कॉमर्स प्लेटफॉर्म्स, और ये कोविड के पहले है. सो कोविड की वजह से अगर लॉकडाउन हुआ है, ब्रिक एंड मोटर स्ट्रक्चर का जो थ्रेट है उसको ऑफसेट करने के लिए मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द बिजनेसेस आर गोइंग ऑनलाइन. तो ये नंबर्स और बढ़ेंगे because online has become the preferred and the consumer preference in terms of how they want to do business. Now, if you think about digitization, कई लोग बोलते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट ने वो आधार कार्ड बना दिया, जीएसटी क्रिएट कर दिया, and they have started bringing more transparency into the ecosystem. But it is not the government which is driving the changes in the way businesses are digitizing. It is again the consumer. So businesses are digitizing themselves so that they can actually keep the customers with them. ये बहुत बड़ी important development हो रही है पूरे हर जगह में. जो business आज की तारीख में अपने आप को digitize नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, they have an existential threat, and we have many examples. कई सारे businesses हैं जिन्होंने legacy platforms, legacy structures, legacy products को improvise नहीं किया, वो बचे नहीं. आप देख लीजिए जो rental car business है, वो काफी खतरे में है. उबर आ गया, लिफ्ट आ गया, ओला आ गया, उन सब ने इस स्पेस को पूरा हथिया लिया है. एंड दैट इज अ वेरी क्रिटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट दैट इज हैपनिंग. अगेन कंज्यूमर इज द किंग. सेकंड, टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत बढ़ गई. आज की तारीख में लोग बात करते हैं इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स, ब्लॉकचेन, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. सो वी विल बी टॉकिंग अ लिटिल बिट मोर अबाउट दिस, बट आई डोंट वांट टू एंड अप ऑन दिस पेज सेइंग कि सिर्फ इन्हीं वजह से चेंजेस आ रहे हैं. और दूसरी सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है कि जितने भी इकोसिस्टम से ये सब कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं. अगर आप रिटेल बिजनेस में हैं, आज की तारीख में सिचुएशन ये है कि अगर आपके रिटेल का प्रोडक्शन कम हो गया है, सेल्स कम हो गए हैं, तो मैन्युफैक्चरर को, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर को पता चल जाता है कि उन्होंने प्रोडक्शन को और मैन्युफैक्चरिंग को थ्रॉटल करना है, पीछे करना है, सो दैट उनकी इन्वेंट्री इंपैक्ट ना हो. सो सेम थिंग अराउंड द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. if the distributor has found it difficult to send the goods out during a lockdown, the manufacturers have slowed down, because now the data between these distributors, retailers, manufacturers, they are exchanging information at a faster pace because they are connected. And we have some examples that we will talk about कि healthcare में और retail में खासकर क्या changes आ रहे हैं business models में, right? So अगर आप ये देखें कि इंडिया का पूरा जो लैंडस्केप है, हमारे पास ये एक रिसर्च है मैकेंजी की, जो कि उन्होंने प्रोजेक्ट किया था 2025 के बेसिस पे कि 2025 पे हमारा जो पर 100 पीपल नंबर ऑफ स्मार्टफोन्स है वो करीब 6 गुना बढ़ जाएगा. बिकॉज ऑफ कोविड ये 2025 के बजाय ये 2022-23 के बीच में ही हमने ये नंबर्स अचीव कर लेंगे. नंबर्स वही होंगे, डायरेक्शन वही रहेगी, सिर्फ एक्सेलरेशन बढ़ जाएगा. सेम थिंग अराउंड द नंबर ऑफ इंटरनेट यूजर्स. ऑलरेडी वी हैव रीच्ड अराउंड 550 करोड़ इंटरनेट यूजर्स. हमारे जो कैशलेस ट्रांजैक्शंस हैं पर पर्सन, दैट इज एस्टिमेटेड टू एक्चुअली गो इवन पर पर्सन बियॉन्ड 2025, राइट? जो अगेन मंथली डेटा की मैं बात कर रहा था कि अभी पिछले 3 घंटे में ही हम करीब 100 MB का डेटा डाउनलोड कर चुके हैं ईच इंडिविजुअल. वो करीब 8 से 10 GB के बीच चला जाएगा पर मंथ, पर यूनिक कनेक्शन. तो इस तरह का एक्सप्लोसिव ग्रोथ हो रहा है. एंड अब ये एक मेरे पास एक और डेटा है कि 2018 में करीब 1200 करोड़ एप्स डाउनलोड हुए थे. जस्ट टू थिंक अबाउट दिस नंबर्स इज माइंड बॉगलिंग, राइट? इट टेल्स यू कि ये सब कोविड की वजह से नहीं था. 2018 में तो कोविड का कोई निशान नहीं था उसका, बट दीज थिंग्स वर ऑलरेडी हैपनिंग. सो द स्टेज वाज ऑलरेडी सेट. अब हमने जब रिसर्च किया, हमने अगेन मैकेंजी के हमने जो पूरा डेटा हमने निकाला, हमने देखा कि फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज में 170 टाइम्स ग्रोथ पोटेंशियल होगा. वो जो है 2025 तक ये हमारा ये मतलब मैकेंजी का रिसर्च बोलता है कि 17,000 करोड़ रुपए का उनका ग्रोथ प्रोजेक्शन है. सेम थिंग अराउंड जॉब्स एंड स्किल्स, 70 गुना उसमें ग्रोथ होगी. एग्रीकल्चर सेम टाइम 70x. एजुकेशन, लॉजिस्टिक्स, रिटेल, हर सेक्टर में एक्सप्लोसिव ग्रोथ है. आज से अगर 10 साल पहले देखें तो इंक्रीमेंटल ग्रोथ हुआ करता था. आज क्या हो गया है? आफ्टर डिजिटाइजेशन नाउ इट हैज बिकम एन एक्सपोनेंशियल ग्रोथ, एंड अ मेजॉरिटी ऑफ इट इज बीइंग ड्रिवन बिकॉज now we have made it easier to do business. It has become easier to exchange data. It has become easier for the platforms to talk to each other. So अगर हम देखें 2025 तक, आज की तारीख में मैं देख रहा था जीडीपी जो है हमारा 2020 का करीब 2.5 लाख करोड़ का एस्टिमेट है. अगेन कोविड की वजह से हो सकता है 2.5 लाख का करीब 2.25 हो जाए या 2 हो जाए बिकॉज ऑफ द लॉकडाउन इम्पैक्ट, बट इन दैट रेंज. आप ये देखिए कि उसमें से करीब 40,000 के करीब जो करोड़ है वो इस डिजिटल फुटप्रिंट की वजह से आगे बढ़ेगा. सो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू, द स्टेज फॉर चेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट वाज ऑलरेडी सेट. कोविड जस्ट बिकेम अ कैटलिस्ट टू एक्सेलरेट द पेस, एंड वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है बिकॉज इट हैज चेंज्ड द वे वी इंडियंस हैव स्टार्टेड डूइंग बिजनेस. इट हैज चेंज्ड द वे वी हैव आल्सो स्टार्टेड लुकिंग एट how we are going to service our customers. और उससे क्या हुआ? It has changed the way that people like Winston, people like Aparna, people like me, we started hiring differently. अब हमें जब हम पहले जब हायर करते थे तो हम ये देखते थे कि जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अकाउंटेंट है, उसको बैलेंस शीट की कितनी समझ है, उसको फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स की कितनी समझ है. और आज हम देखते हैं कि वो कंप्यूटर कितने इजीली यूज करता है. हम ये देखते हैं कि उसको डेटा कितना अच्छा समझ में आता है. हम ये नहीं देखते हैं कि अकाउंटिंग स्किल्स है कि नहीं, क्योंकि अकाउंटिंग सॉफ्टवेयर इतने सारे हैं कि आपको अकाउंटिंग स्किल्स की कम जरूरत है. आपको ज्यादा जरूरत है कि उसको हम उस डेटा पे उस डेटा को लेकर उस सॉफ्टवेयर पे काम कैसे करें. सो देयर इज अ ड्रामेटिक स्ट्रक्चरल सिस्टमिक शिफ्ट व्हिच इज हैपनिंग इवन इन द एम्प्लॉयमेंट, और हम उसके बारे में थोड़ी और बात करेंगे. ओवरऑल इंडिया इस समय करीब आज से 5-10 साल पहले इट वाज प्रीटी लो इन टर्म्स ऑफ अडॉप्टिंग डिजिटाइजेशन, क्योंकि इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर कम था, बैंडविड्थ हमारी कैपेबिलिटी कम थी, कैपेसिटी कम थी. और अब क्या हो गया है कि नाउ वी हैव बिकम नंबर 2 एंड वी आर ओनली आफ्टर, यू नो, इंडोनेशिया के साथ हमारा सिर्फ 9 पॉइंट्स का फर्क है, और वो भी आफ्टर कोविड. दिस एंटायर टेबल विल चेंज ड्रामेटिकली. बहुत कुछ उथल पुथल होगा इसमें. दिस डेटा इज ओल्ड डेटा, बट इट इज शोइंग द डायरेक्शन दैट द कंट्री वाज टेकिंग. So let me just pause for a quick second here because I want to shift the gears a little bit and get more specific. अभी तो मैंने दिया macro view कि environment में what is happening, but I think the important piece is how it is changing the way we are doing business. Like I've said it a few times, right? So let me just quickly turn to Aparna, and she's going to tell us some of the things in terms of, and she'll also share a couple of examples, for example, in retail, in healthcare, because these are the two areas that will show a lot of change and a lot of churn and a lot of different ways that we are going to take on new talent. So I think it is important, especially for the high rank community, to understand what the transition is going to look like and why. So Aparna, let's go through some of the things that are happening in the business model. So can you just share in terms of what you're observing from your vantage point?
Thank you, Vivek, and it's a pleasure being here. Good morning to all the students and the faculty that is there. So quickly moving on, we're hearing a lot of changes that are going to happen, are happening. I think the worst is hopefully past. Looking at it positively, the best is yet to come. That's what I feel. And looking at how the business world is going, right? So this is the new normal. Everything has changed. We're not going to go back to what it was. So businesses are quickly looking to how to do business in this new normal, new world, right? And it's here to stay. So what they're trying to do, I think, looking at diversifying their business, right? And reducing their risks, getting more financing, looking at the new customers, the new consumers that you mentioned, Vivek, earlier. How is the business going to do this? I think the pandemic has pushed these all micro, macro, small, mid, large industries towards digital transformation. And that's what they're looking at. And when you talk about digital transformation, there are a lot of things that is looking differently. Old way businesses have gone. They're looking at also viable alternative methods of business, right? And in order to do all of this, to digitize and to look at alternative businesses, companies have to be more agile and develop lots of capabilities, dynamic capabilities. And that means hiring differently. When you hire differently, you're looking at people with better skills. So quickly to talk about what you spoke in terms of, what are these newer skills, right? So I think there are lots of jobs. By the time it's 2025, there would be more than, 7 crores of jobs that will be opening up, right? People that are already working today in the organizations, they need to be retained by redeploying them and also by upskilling them and reskilling them, right? Multi-skilling. If you look at you mentioned the retail, right? If you look at the retail industry, e-commerce is now a way of life. We were doing this earlier even, but now they've kind of accelerated it because even the traditional stores are today going online, whether they have technology or not, right? So Amazon, eBay, Jabong, you think of anything, all of them are now, all businesses are online, right? In order to do this, like I was saying, the newer skills that we're talking about, I think other than, like you mentioned, accounting, and you gave an example of an accountant, while the accounting skills are there, I think they're more looking at adaptability and flexibility from a skill perspective. Whether I'm an accountant or how quickly I can adapt and be flexible to learn more, maybe more digital skills, maybe becoming more tech savvy, right? Along with that, I think other areas, if you look at retail, other areas could be cybersecurity is something people are looking at, right? Being creative, being more innovative. Organizations are pushing people to be more out of the box thinking, more creative and more innovative in their way of doing work, right? Negotiation skills are something that people are looking at. A lot of higher cognitive and social and emotional skills and leadership is what organizations are looking at. Now, if I move towards, I think today, I mean, I would take another example, which we didn't speak about, and I just thought about it. Today we are doing this virtual webinar, and there are students there listening to us. See how the education has changed. See how the education has become, the whole education industry are more digital now. In order to do this, people are actually building these products, right? How to make education available online to people. So I think giving an example of, again, going back towards, e-commerce acceleration, I would say that, it's intensified during this time. People are scared to get out. So there's even delivery systems are happening, which is much more less contact, right? So people are being careful. The next example I would give is more towards, healthcare. Now in healthcare, I can give you my example. I really got sick about 2 months back, and it was amazing that I didn't even have to go to a doctor. I did online consultation. So look at how even this COVID has actually pushed the healthcare to think different. Now it was already probably in their business for the next business goals or vision in the next 2-3 years. But the pandemic has kind of pushed it and made it a must. They don't have a choice because people are scared to get out. Now things like telemedicines are happening. Things like people are doing online consultations. The rise of on-demand healthcare has come. Patients are wanting healthcare on their own schedule and not when the doctor is available, right? Treating patients with virtual reality has become something that is reality now. The growth of wearable medical devices, for example, people today are wearing a lot of things that are technically much more advanced, which wasn't thought of before. Plus, if you look at the other side, which is more the health records, the insurances, the automation of the whole supply chain from the journey of a patient from going to a hospital to getting back safe and healthy has caused a lot of the healthcare industry to think very, very differently, right? Out of the box, accelerated. I think with all of this happening, businesses have shifted, as you can see, to a different era altogether. And in all of this, I think all of the talent is being pushed to think very agile, no matter what your business is, whether it's retail or medical healthcare or education, it is more a tech business. So everything, the hub or the nervous system of every business is technology. So I think the newer skills are more towards Internet of Things, how to apply technology into your own domain, whether it's HR, whether it's marketing, whether it's finance. Everybody has to think of newer capabilities and newer skills to be adopted. I think that's where we are going.
So, मेरे को दो example याद आते हैं Aparna, to what you said. One is, जब मेरे को अपने लिए कुछ कपड़े खरीदने थे, I had to buy some suit for some event. I was not sure because of the lockdown कि मैं कैसे try करूँ उसको. So I actually went to a mall, an e-mall, digital mall, और वहाँ पे they said कि आप अपना dimensions डाल दीजिए और अपनी फोटो डाल दीजिए, और उनके जो इन्वेंट्री में जो कपड़े थे, जो कोट, जो सूट था, वो एक्चुअली उन्होंने इस तरह से प्रेजेंट कर दिया एज इफ वो मेरी फोटो है उन कपड़ों को पहने हुए. सो दैट इज अ न्यू वे ऑफ वर्क, जो कि पहले कभी मैंने सोचा नहीं था. पहले क्या था ट्रेडिशनल मॉडल कि हम लोग स्टोर में जाते थे, कपड़े को अपना कियोस्क में ट्राई आउट रूम में जाके ट्राई करते थे, बाहर आते थे, अपनी वाइफ या हस्बैंड को दिखाते थे कि कैसा लग रहा हूँ या कैसी लग रही हूँ, तो वो हाँ करते थे तो हम खरीद लेते थे. तो आज की तारीख में ये हो गया है कि आप अपना फोटो डाल दीजिए और आप खुद देख सकते हैं कि आप कैसे लग रहे हैं. So I think that's just something remarkable. The other example is last week actually I had my doctor's appointment, और डॉक्टर के पास उन्होंने मेरे को एक प्रिस्क्रिप्शन दिया था दवाई के लिए, उन्होंने मेरे को ब्लड टेस्ट के लिए रिक्वेस्ट भेजा था, तो मैं तो ऑब्वियसली गया था ब्लड टेस्ट करवाने के लिए, लेकिन मेरे को रिपोर्ट लेने के लिए नहीं जाना पड़ा. वो डॉक्टर के पास मेरी रिपोर्ट आ चुकी थी, उसकी एनालिसिस हो चुकी थी, उसके बेसिस पे उन्होंने मेरा दवाई का प्रिस्क्रिप्शन कर दिया था. तो जब वो मेरे सामने वीडियो पे आई मेरी डॉक्टर, तो उन्होंने बोला कि आपको ये 2 दवाइयां लेनी है, जो पहले आप ले रहे थे उनको चेंज कर दीजिए, और बाय द वे वो आपकी दवाई हमने ऑर्डर कर दी है, वो आपको डिलीवर हो जाएंगी. सो वो इतना सर्किटस जो रूट था पहले कि हम जाते थे, ब्लड टेस्ट कराते थे, उसकी रिपोर्ट लेते थे, फिर डॉक्टर के पास जाते थे, वो फिर कंसल्टेशन होता था, वो फिर जाते थे फार्मेसी में, वो सारा कुछ खत्म होकर अब क्या हो गया, स्ट्रीमलाइन हो गया. So I think,
not only that, Vivek, we have it on our phone today. You know,
Exactly.
I did it on an app. Look at Arogya Setu. It was built like within a few weeks or months.
Yeah.
So I think the technology is really, really helping us to make life easier, safer, and probably that is why we ourselves have to think very, very agile, very, very fast. And that's the
Right.
skill we are looking for towards to hiring as well.
Very true. So so thank you, Aparna. I just want to say one thing. Mrs. Sahai, ये आपके स्टूडेंट्स के लिए है. जब हमारा ये कॉन्वर्सेशन चल रहा हो तो आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप अपने क्वेश्चंस डालते रहिए चैट में, Q&A पे, और हम कोशिश करेंगे कि जितने क्वेश्चंस आएंगे हम उनको आंसर कर सकें. But in the meantime, let me shift Winston. You do a lot of campus interviews, right? You have seen the world shifting from the traditional model to the new model, the digital era, post-COVID era, COVID era. I have a quick question. If I'm a student today, what does it mean to me? If I'm a first-year student of MBA or a second-year student of MBA, what trends are you observing in the top jobs? What do you see has suddenly changed, and why? So how is the whole ecosystem trying to align itself with the changing times?
Sure. So good morning, my dear students, faculty, and my fellow esteemed presenters. One piece of advice I want to give people is that while most of us are talking about the world changing, there's a lot of fear out there. People are saying there are no jobs. I want to tell this group here that you are the future. We are the past, right? And let me give you small examples of what's out there and how you stand to have an advantage which you must use. Now, the most important advantage I see of the young generation, people who are sitting on the other side, most of you all right now are multitasking. While we are looking at the screens, you all are multitasking. There is a mobile probably on your phone. You're probably already forming opinions, views. You're already getting ideas. So the first most important thing that you have for any job is a creative mind and an intellectual mind which is buzzing with thoughts. Keep that going. Now, as a recruiter in the last few months, I actually saw younger people more open to moving and changing. I saw older people or wiser people like myself, if I like to say that, we seem to be very conservative. So first most important thing, make the transition to digital faster and seamless. Now for this, you also have to begin to have some old skills like listening, observing, presenting. Now this is where I think it's going to be a combination of how people like us can help people like you come into the workforce. Let me give you some examples. I moved into agri-tech. Now agriculture predominantly has been a in the field job, right? So during COVID, most of us had to be in the field, but we also realized we needed to embrace technology. So for example, we are now getting technology or insights faster to farmers about what people are consuming so that people can grow what's needed. So that's a farming example. Most of y'all will be thinking about how the finance world is changing. So for example, we used to walk into a bank. We used to sometimes have people call us. We had a chat robot. But I think finance is going to also move forward where empathy is going to play a big part. Understanding your life, your requirements. So look at developing a set of soft skills which is going to help in these emerging jobs. And for example, banking is not going to be about how well you understand, how a rupee is or how a dollar is. It's going to maybe be banking is going to be more about empathy, understanding customer. It's going to be more about engaging with customer, having that conversation. Software is not necessarily going to be about writing code. It's going to be about understanding a business problem, right? So look at industry. Do not look at the old, world as it were, but make strong views and decide how to gain as much soft skills as you require. So these are emerging jobs. The job mindset of HR is also changing. We are looking at people who are not fitting necessarily in a box, but are out of the box because we ourselves are learning. I myself do not know what the future recruit looks like. I'm looking to y'all students to engage with us and bring that up. I think these are my initial thoughts. I'd like to throw a fun, potential job that's going to be out there, right? So during lockdown, most of us have stayed indoors, right? And to be honest, I think travel is also going to change. I noticed that stand-up comedians are going to also play a big part, or people with creative skills, like somebody who could tell a story, right? I think these are new jobs. So, for example, marriage counseling, right? The traditional view of marriage counseling was you'll either look within your community, you go to shadi.com, but that's going to become an area which is also going to be something which is going to explode. You know, in India, weddings are big. We might not be able to celebrate these big weddings outdoors. We might get more creative. People might create a wonderful counseling experience and a wonderful wedding experience within the screen. So, as students, stay creative, try and move fear out, and look for jobs that are going to also impact you and enrich you personally. That's the first thought I'd like to leave you with.
Thank you, Winston. So it just reminds me a couple of things. One, when you talk about in a bank, have an empathy, think about how you can do better with the customer. Customer obsession तो number one quality, at least मैं देखता हूँ किसी भी इंटरव्यू में. अगर किसी भी कैंडिडेट का जब मैं इंटरव्यू लेता था, उसके पास 3 चीजें होनी चाहिए, जहां तक मेरे को याद आता है. कस्टमर ऑब्सेशन से वो शुरू करे और कस्टमर ऑब्सेशन से वो एंड करे, बहुत जरूरी. दूसरी चीज, फायर इन द बेली, भूख है कि नहीं, हंगर है कि नहीं कुछ करने की. चाहे आप रोबोटिक्स इंजीनियर हो, चाहे आप एक्चुअरियल साइंस में हो, या एक रिक्रूटर हो, you know, you have to have the passion, एनर्जी आनी चाहिए उसमें, दिखना चाहिए. और तीसरा होना चाहिए कि ह्यूमिलिटी. And I think when you said empathy, I'm just trying to break it down in my head. How should I as a student think about empathy? Empathy को कैसे मैं समझूं, कैसे दिखाऊं, right? अच्छा, मेरे को कुछ questions आने शुरू हो गए हैं वैसे Q&A में, which is good. So I encourage all the students to also come up with some questions that we can entertain as we start moving around. One of the questions actually is very pertinent to the next point I'm going to ask you, Winston. And the question is, how do I prepare for post-COVID? What skills are you looking for post-COVID? So what specific skills, like मैंने बताया about passion, about customer obsession, about humility to learn, but post-COVID specifically, because of what's happening today, where do you see this going? What should the students think about?
Sure. So I think the first skill that we all need to get better at is, and I've heard that we pride ourselves on, having this skill, but I truly believe this is a skill we all have to get, which is we need to be adaptable and we need to show flexibility. Now, most of us say I'm flexible. Most of us say I'll adapt. But if I break down adaptability and flexibility, it starts with self-awareness of what I can do and what I can't do. Now, the good news is we live in a world where can't do is a great thing to know. If you first understand what you can't do, you can get help. Like, for example, in the future, you can reach out to all of us through a system, and we will empower you and we will inspire you to go beyond I can't or not possible to I am possible. So adapt and flexibility, very important. Second thing is, I truly believe that emotional intelligence, or the ability to step back, put yourself in somebody else's shoes, is going to be very important. Because I think interactions, this word engagement, is going to change, because we are going to live in a world where we are going to engage more differently than we did in the past. Sitting here, I'm trying to engage with y'all and give emotion or make a connect with the fear that I see out there or the doubt that I see out there. But what I also see, what students don't realize, is while I can't see you, I know there is a lot of positive out there. So that willingness to make that emotional intelligence change. And in some cases, it's going to be difficult, because technology, while it enables, it might also be a barrier. So how do we observe? Another interesting skill is the skill of, you have that young mind. So creativity, the willingness to ask those questions. Why is the earth round and not a sphere, right? Why are the panelists on the call and not in college? What can we do to get them in college, right? Now, in a post-COVID world, people are also going to have to do things away from technology because technology cannot solve every problem. Here's where you have to be creative, yet simple. Common sense, which is not common as they say, will be something that we should all push ourselves. Look for simple solutions rather than complicated solutions. So in an interview, also look at being simple, humble, and portray yourself in a smart manner. Do you have your elevator pitch? If not, we can help you. Last but not the least, I won't talk much about tech. I'm going to talk about two things: critical thinking and leadership. I'll end with leadership. Critical thinking is a word which, to be honest, everybody uses, like, dropping. In my generation, we used to use the word globalization. And we used to make a sentence which had globalization 3 times, and we thought, wow. And most of y'all, when y'all are preparing for interviews, many people say they're going to see how we think. Are we able to move from thought process to evaluating a problem? Which are we getting good at analyzing the problem? I think don't again overthink it. Ask yourself how you can break down a problem into your mind into a set of steps, which can be done. Now, the last is the most important. If y'all are here on the call, y'all are leaders. Most colleges still haven't moved to online models. Most students haven't started asking for help. Leadership starts when you first acknowledge there's a problem and you acknowledge that we need to change one person at a time. You can change yourself or bring yourself to being a better person. That's the first most important part. So in a post-COVID world, I am learning. I honestly believe that the students out there and the professionals out there are going to help us see what are these key set of skills that we require. Don't get concerned. Your college has built it. So fikar mat, tan rak, right? As they say, this too will pass. Just be yourself.
Very good. Winston, and Soumya, thank you for your question. You're asking about, and we will come to that. You're talking about skills required for our finance students to get a job in the change scenario. I think whatever Winston just said on this page, whether it is finance or HR or IT, or even other fields, I think these are the basic ingredients. अगर आप में critical thinking है, leadership है, emotional intelligence है, data literacy है, चाहे finance में जाना हो या HR में जाना हो या IT में जाना हो, it becomes easier. See, one thing I think very important, both Aparna and Winston have touched upon. It's not the traditional way of looking at a job. Understand one thing. आज की तारीख में सौम्य आपका क्वेश्चन ये है कि what skills will be required for a finance student to get a job in the change scenario? So first of all, thank you for that. तो ये जो post COVID job skills है, ये pre COVID job skills से ज़्यादा different नहीं है. Post COVID job skill में एक छोटा सा बड़ा subtle सा difference है. वो ये है कि पहले आप in person अपने passion को convey कर पाते थे. अब अपने energy को, excitement को convey कर पाते थे. अब आपको वही चीज ऑनलाइन कन्वे करना है. आपके फाइनेंस स्किल्स तो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो तो मैं मान के चल रहा हूं कि आपके फाइनेंस स्किल्स एकदम जबरदस्त हैं और आप हाई रैंक में हो तो आई थिंक बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. बट द आइडिया इज कि जो अगर आप कोविड को 2 मिनट के लिए हटा दें कि हमारे लाइफ में कभी कोविड नहीं आया था, तो ये जो कुछ भी इस पेज पे है और जो भी विंस्टन ने आपको बताया अभी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सिर्फ इतना समझ लें कि पोस्ट कोविड या चेंजिंग वर्ल्ड में एक चेंज हो रहा था जो डिजिटाइजेशन हो रही है, उसमें आपको चाहिए डेटा लिटरेसी. ठीक है, जैसे मैंने बताया कि बैलेंस शीट पढ़ना, बैलेंस शीट क्रिएट करना, फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स के बारे में, वो सब तो गिवन है, वो तो जरूरी है. लेकिन उसके साथ में ये समझना जरूरी है कि यार अगर मैं क्विक बुक्स पे, अगर वो कंपनी क्विक बुक्स पे काम कर रही है तो क्या मैं काम कर सकती हूँ? अगर वो सॉफ्टवेयर लगाया है, ERP लगाया है, SAP लगाया है, फाइनेंस मॉड्यूल है, मैं उस पर काम कर सकती हूँ कि नहीं? दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड इन द सेकंड पीस इज कि मैं ऑनलाइन अपनी एनर्जी कम्युनिकेट कर सकती हूँ. So I think I'm just trying to answer, the question that you've asked. But I think there will be more coming. I also want to quickly ask Winston. Winston, given all this, right, and COVID has become our reality and also a catalyst for change. We have this page and this data from one of the sources, TeamLease, where we see a positive sentiment that things have started to pick up. Even though कि हमारा जो first half था इस साल का थोड़ा low tha, for obvious reasons, and it seems the second half will be even slower. But overall, in the job market, are companies starting to hire? And what are they trying to do? A question और है, which is being asked by one of the attendees. जैसे यहाँ पे जैसे e-commerce है, और अपर्णा ने भी बात करी और मैंने भी डेटा देखा कि 2000 करोड़ का total volume है. How do people prepare for jobs like these, like e-commerce, like, for example, healthcare, like, for example, educational services? What do you look for when you go for a campus recruitment? And like Soumya just asked, right? Suppose she is appearing for an e-commerce job. What will you look for in Soumya so she can become one of your employees? What will be your response to that?
Sure. So first of all, my dear students, Clover is hiring. If you were to follow me on LinkedIn, you will see that we've put out a lot of opportunities. I've had the luck to bring students from Haryana to Bangalore to join in this time. We were not prepared for it. So the point I'm making, hiring is happening. Now, the first thing I tell students is to look in places where people are hiring. So in the past, people could come to campuses a lot more easy, right? Because travel was there, people were connected, your alumni were more connected. One of the advices that I would like to leave the campus students with today is try and be more active on sites like LinkedIn, okay? Try and start putting out who you are. So start creating your digital presence. That's the most important thing. Have a view. There is this student, while I could not hire her, I remember speaking in a discussion like this, where I told her, because she was in agriculture, I told her, why don't you create some thought leadership around, like, for example, the different spices in India, and put out thought leadership on how we can improve shelf life. I've just got to understand that another organization was really thrilled with the 30 days of content she put out there. So the first thing is start putting your content out there. Now, how do you get ready and how do you appear for jobs? I think look at yourself. Aparna says it very well. And I've grown my career significantly because I've spent time with Aparna. Aparna talks a lot about your presence, who you are. It starts with your CV. In today's world, it is not 10 pages. Everybody has time for something like 30 to 45 seconds. So which means your first CV, whether it be a Word document, a presentation, or for that matter, do you have your own website, right? That is going to be the most important differentiator, which will get you noticed. Now, getting noticed is the first thing. The second thing is turning up for an interview like this and having the soft skills to be able to showcase yourself. And that is going to be really, really important. Now, if you're turning up for an e-commerce job interview, the job description that companies are putting out in today's world are going to be a lot more important. In the past, people put out job descriptions like myself, and we didn't necessarily see if people paid attention to and read it. If you take a poll with recruiters today, they'll tell you we are paying more importance to people reading job descriptions, because we're trying to see if they're doing anything before the interview to be future ready. Listen to this word, future ready, which means you saw something in the job interview which said, like, for example, e-commerce, right? And imagine if you're applying to be a category manager. You then just realized that you had an Insta page which put out a lot of content, which took in a lot of trends from youngsters and people from various generations. So when you come to the interview, see what you can bring, which helps you be future ready. This is what got me to hire those two students, Vivek. They were students who came to this discussion. They had done research on Clover. They had realized we had not yet put out branded products. And they said, here's a project. Here's where we think we could make a difference. If you're looking to do this in the future, think about us. It does not have to be today. So when you also come to an interview, one advice is, I see a lot of students, for want of a better word, I'll be very direct, guys, because I like to be that way. I see students being desperate to get a job. You don't have to be. You just need to turn up, be yourself, and project confidence and tell us, even if it's not today, it's the future. And you'll be surprised. Sometimes you would lose a job with me only to find something that you really want to do. So also stop worrying and bring more confidence to the interview, but be prepared, be sharp.
Thank you, Winston. Very important. I think you have answered a couple of questions. Mrs. Sai, I have a question for you actually. आपको क्या लगता है कि सबसे ज्यादा चैलेंज क्या है इस समय स्टूडेंट्स के लिए from an industry standpoint?
Yeah. Challenge है sir, for everyone. And me being at the helm of their this placement activities, I face a lot of challenge. Number one, our students were placed, and some are continuing. Our students were placed in March itself, and out of them, some 30% had been put on hold. The practical reality, the real scenario is 30%, but yes, fortunately, the rest of the 70% is working. They started with the online orientation, and the companies have retained them. They are working, but the 30% they have been kept on hold. Maybe they'll be asked to join in September. Maybe some will be asked to join in November. We don't know. Number one challenge is this. Number two, as Winston said, that technology is it's a challenge in itself. It has barriers also, as well as it is very useful. Technology, India जैसे country में ना, where population is huge and the expanding middle class, we need to find a job for each and every individual. Every individual needs to find creativity, innovation, changing fast. These are not the mindsets of people yet in the masses in India. Okay. If I come specifically to those who are doing MBAs, they need to change very fast. They need to be very, very proactive. Like we have an entrepreneurship cell here. Previously, we were not getting much students, but now we are getting students. They have realized innovate or die. I mean, earlier it was diversify or die. Diversify the student as a stakeholder who's at the threshold of being placed. The student has many challenges. We as customers, we have many challenges that the products we were using, they are not in the market, right? Challenge बहुत सारे हैं. But all your presentation, I'm so happy that you talked about solutions, such good positive things about the changing. The entire adversity has been treated as an opportunity. One has to, we have no way out, that one has to treat the adversity as an opportunity. Be it the student, our students who are stepping at the threshold, like my son is in 12th and he has got his result, doesn't know where to go, no admissions, DU has not come up with any list, no JEE, no NEET, no CLAT. So what? Now, these are challenges, but yes, solution. The child should study, the child should develop on the skills, and we are fortunate that the upskilling companies are hiring. The upskilling companies like there are so many new upskilling companies coming up on technological platforms to train, and there are a lot many webinars. Knowledge ka to bilkul, it's so free. Where knowledge is free, so our country is breaking those barriers of knowledge. Very nice. Challenges हमारे students को ये है, इंडिया में जो mindset है ना, that we invest in two major areas. एक तो शादियों में invest करते हैं लोग पूरी lifetime. The entire money is saved for the marriages, and we see that most of the businesses have grown in the past 10, 15, 20 years around marriages. Okay, and they have flourished. The businesses which have grown in India. And number two is education. हमारा बेटा, the farmer's child wants to become a hotelier. The carpenter's child wants to become an MBA, and the parents are also, earlier it used to be different, that the entire body of knowledge which the father had would transfer it to the child, which would have been much easier, and it was good for the society, that the society is getting a lot of carried forward talent and carried forward skill. But now things are changing. In there's another challenge. There was a lot of polarization and urbanization in the clusters that we have in our metros. That is also a big problem. And metros में जितनी जल्दी clusterization हुई, उतनी जल्दी jobs cut भी हो रही हैं. In एक छोटी सी adversity आई है, and there are a lot of job cuts, salary cuts. Job cuts तो ठीक है, salary cuts and salary cuts are also very pertinent this time. So for we as a college, for these students, it's a big challenge. But I know for a coming 1 year, it will be, for the coming 1 year, it will be gone. Upskilling ke liye bhi prices are big challenges. Prices are uncontrolled these days because we don't know. Okay, we can see that the health sector is growing, the shape is changing. But if if the Indian student treats it as an opportunity, puts on the thinking cap and does what has not been done, explores areas like agriculture. You showed the sectors which are growing, because new sectors will grow definitely. But are they prestigious? Are they giving us money as salary? Is it a decent, acceptable salary? That the match has to be there. The demands. We have to realize the changing demands in the labor market, and we have to realize what we can supply. New entrepreneurship has to be very fast. I feel that new things have to come. Money is there. People have money. Demand has to be created. The new demands have to be created. Who will create them? Now the student has to do it. The young minds, as Winston said, will have to do it. Rest, I think your this thing has been covered.
Yeah, no, I
Challenges,
think
yeah,
this is very well said, Mrs. Sahai. I think every point that you talked about, offers being put on hold, more emphasis and money being saved for marriages and maybe less on upskilling, urbanization, which has created more competition, and therefore, the supply demand imbalance has created shrinking salaries. And then
right.
I think you're right. The demand side has to pick up. And I
Yes,
think I started the conversation saying कि ये जो economy है, ये consumer led है.
yes,
Digitization हम बोलते हैं, वो सब कुछ consumer led है. आज की तारीख में चाहे वो पेशेंट हो जो हॉस्पिटल से हेल्थ केयर डिमांड कर रहा हो, या एक रिटेल कस्टमर हो जो कि एक बेटर प्रोडक्ट डिमांड कर रहा हो, हर जगह डिमांड जो है अब प्रोवाइडर के हाथ में नहीं है. द डिसीजन मेकर इज द कंज्यूमर. कंज्यूमर डिसाइड्स कि किस ऐप को कितनी देर रखना है. Right? This did not have this was not the case before. And I think at some point, we have all experienced these kind of challenges. The two things which I have observed, अपने मैं personal experience से बोल रहा हूँ, एक तो learning कभी किसी को छोड़नी नहीं चाहिए. First thing, my recommendation to the students, and I'm telling you, I have hired in my career at least 800 से 900 लोग, maybe more. बट इतना मैं मिनिमम मान के चल रहा हूँ, करीब मैंने 5-6 हजार लोगों का इंटरव्यू किया है. ये जितनी भी हम बातें कर रहे हैं अबाउट अपस्किलिंग एंड ऑल दैट, द बेसिक फाउंडेशन हैज टू बी सॉलिड. दैट्स अ गिवन, दैट्स अ हाइजीन फैक्टर. उसके बाद जो विंस्टन ने वो जो पेज शेयर किया था अबाउट डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट्स, दो चीजें बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है. अगर स्लो डाउन होती भी है इकोनॉमी, आपके जो पोटेंशियल एम्प्लॉयर्स हैं वो ये देखेंगे कि आपने उस डाइवर्सिटी के टाइम क्या किया. आपने टीवी देखा, या कुछ क्रिएटिव किया, या अपने आप को ग्रो किया, कुछ नया स्किल सीखा कि नहीं, चाहे वो रेलिवेंट ना भी हो, बट इट शोज कि आपके अंदर कुछ करने की आग है कि नहीं. एटलीस्ट मैं यही देखता था और अभी भी देखता हूं. दूसरी चीज, इंटर्नशिप अपॉर्चुनिटीज को कभी जाने ना दें. दे आर द मोस्ट, आई कॉल देम द अंडरवैल्यूड, बट एट द सेम टाइम दे आर द गोल्डन नगेट्स. चाहे वो आपको फ्री में करना पड़े, एनी इंटर्नशिप दैट एनी स्टूडेंट डज, इवन इफ इट इज फ्री, actually you are getting a lot out of it. You are getting experience. You're most importantly, you're getting a network. Because if you do well in your internship is actually a training ground for future employment. So challenge, चाहे slow down का हो, चाहे urbanization की वजह से competition का हो, ये opportunities को अब जाने ना दे. और दूसरी बात, जो हमारी टीम है एडमिस्ट, हमारे collectively हमारे पास 125 से 150 साल तक का एक्सपीरियंस है हमारी टीम के पास, और हमारे पास कोचेज हैं. और अगर हम सब कोचेस के एक्सपीरियंस और नेटवर्क को कैलकुलेट करें तो वी आर बियॉन्ड 300 years of experience, and our network is beyond 5 to 10,000 people, even actually 20,000. और हमको इतना मालूम है कि अगर आप हम लोगों से बात करते रहेंगे तो somewhere we will figure out a way to either get you an internship or get you somewhere positioned, or at least get you the help, whether through coaching or mentoring, or at least show you the path. So these are some of the important things that we need to understand. But I want to quickly spend a few minutes, very few minutes, because I know we have got 5 minutes left. Aparna, I think it is important to understand कि जैसे स्टूडेंट कोई जाता है, अगर चाहे इंटर्नशिप के लिए जाए या जॉब के लिए जाए, what are the ways do you think the student should make a very strong first impression? Because I talked about bhook honi chahiye, aag honi chahiye, humility honi chahiye, passion hona chahiye. But how do you make that first impression? What do you do? What does the student do?
Yeah, so I agree with you. I think, unfortunately, Abhi, is this kind of a situation you can't go in person and do a firm handshake. So how do you replace that handshake? I would say prepare in advance. Always prepare in advance. Show up on time, like Winston was mentioning. You have to dress for success, even if it's remotely. You have to be able to appear, or the perception you give out should be that you are well prepared, you're dressed for that particular interview. Think about your background. Make sure that you don't have anything distracting. Keep eye contact, even if it's with a mirror. Learn that Winston mentioned elevator pitch. Learn the first 3 sentences that you're going to talk about yourself, portraying that who you are, what are you there for, and what are you looking. If you fumble or you don't sound that confident, then your interviewer will also feel not so happy or confident about it. So you have to demonstrate courage. And here courage means stand tall, sit tall, whatever position you are, and make sure you exuberate that confidence, right? Don't get this, be visibly engaged when you're talking. You're hearing every sentence, you're answering to the point. Don't carry cheat sheet, or don't carry your, get distracted with your mobile. So the first 5 minutes, or the first 3 minutes rather, you have to make that impact to grab attention, get engaged, make sure you are keeping a tick on all of these. And then at the end and be more responsive, be more engaged, be more responsive. Because, physically you are not there, but what it makes a difference is that you are making them believe that you are there, you have passion, you are interested, you're curious, you're thinking out of the box. So these are some of the things that has to come out through your sentences, the first few sentences that you say. And make sure once you leave as well, say the right things, say a nice goodbye, thank them, and make sure during the whole process, you are showing that not only your strengths and your opportunities, but also what is your vision for yourself? What have you done even in your college life, in community services? It also shows a lot of leadership skills in you, like Winston was mentioning. Whatever activities you've done in your college life, right, or your school life, even internal, right? Make sure they are very crisply put, very concisely put. Don't go about telling a bigger story, right? And these are, I think these are few things that takes to make that first strong impression, so that you can get one more tip is that if you figure out during the course of your conversation that there is some similarities between the interviewer and you, some interests, some hobbies, make sure you mention some of those and say how you're alike. Like-mindedness sometimes also gets you to speak better and get into the depths of what you have to talk about yourself. I think these are some of the things to keep in mind, Vivek. And one more thing I need to tell you out of that point is that this is an uncertain period for all of us, not just for you, right? So be resilient, be patient, don't lose hope, keep trying. And when you are not getting a job, when you are making yourself ready for a job, don't waste a lot of time. And of course, it's good time to have, it's good thing to have fun with your friends. But I think in all of that, keep learning, meet people that will give you much more insights from the industry that you can prepare yourself for, right?
Thank you, Aparna. I think you're absolutely spot on. I think the importance of soft skills has grown. पहले होता था कि आपको टेक्निकल स्किल्स कितने अच्छे आते हैं, फाइनेंस कितना अच्छे से आता है, एचआर के जितने भी प्रिंसिपल्स हैं, how well do you know them? But now the importance is shifting towards what Winston was talking about: leadership, empathy. How do you connect with people? How do you treat people? So those things have become more important as we will start to see things shifting. So one thing I want to say, and I know we are close to time. So there are two questions that came. One, Winston, I think people are inviting you. Vrinda, thank you very much. आपको मैं Winston का number भी भेज दूँगा. So you can contact him and definitely take help. दूसरा, Gaurav is asking do marks really matter in the job? I think it's a great question. For me personally, when I have hired people, it's not just one dimension of a person's profile जो मैं देखता हूँ. मैं देखता हूँ कि overall आपका पूरा rounded personality कैसी है. Marks does not tell anything. आपको marks is like a T20 game, cricket game, right? किसी दिन अच्छा कर दिया, गलती से 2 क्वेश्चन गलत हो गए तो marks से तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Marks is like a one time, आपकी performance. What matters is आप कितने लंबी दौड़ के कितने लंबी रेस के घोड़े हो, right? और मार्क्स तो मैंने भी बहुत रट के किया था अपने इंजीनियरिंग के टाइम पे, लेकिन मेरे को बाद में पता चला वो जितना भी रटा था वो एक भी काम नहीं आया, लेकिन जो मैं समझ के किया वो आज तक मेरे साथ. सो मार्क्स हैज गॉट वेरी लिटिल इंपॉर्टेंस. हाँ, अगर आपके मार्क्स कम है, आपके सॉफ्ट स्किल्स कम है, आपकी ओवरऑल पर्सनालिटी में ज्यादा फ्लॉज हैं, देन इट इज अ प्रॉब्लम, राइट? बिकॉज देयर इज अ ट्रेंड हियर व्हिच मींस यू आर नॉट सीरियस. लेकिन अगर आपके मार्क्स कम है, बाकी चीजें ठीक है, इट्स ओके. Right, so you have to be very careful how you balance those things, right? Soumya is asking another question. Sorry, Aparna, you had a question. Sorry, you had a point.
No, I wanted to mention, same as you are, that not only marks, your college, your marks, all of that, maybe in your first job just to get, but the impetus is more on what have you done? Who are you as a person? What are you trying to exhibit? What are you trying to talk about yourself? What have you done even in your college life or school life? Those become much more important than those marks. Marks does not get you a job.
Correct. And I know we are over time, but because we want to really do justice to the students, because we want to work for you in high rank, so we will continue to extend this time and feel free. At least मेरे तो यहाँ पे रात को इस समय 12:30 बजे हुए हैं, तो मेरे को तो इसके बाद सोना ही है. आप लोगों को तो पूरे दिन का काम करना है, तो I'm free. I don't know about Aparna and Winston, they may have work, but you can keep asking as many questions as you want. So Soumya is asking one more very interesting question. She says, will AI become a necessary learning for each and every specialization student to get a job? The answer is a big no. See, you have to understand, digitization का मतलब AI नहीं है. Digitization का मतलब सिर्फ data नहीं है. Digitization का मतलब सिर्फ e-commerce नहीं है. Literacy is important. To be able to understand कि उसको apply कैसे करना है, ये important है. So हर काम के लिए it's not important, but yes, if you are aware, it does give you a competitive edge. अब आप ये देखिए, अगर मेरे पास 50 रेज्यूमे आते हैं और उसमें 5 के पास AI लिखा हुआ है और मेरे पास AI के से रिलेटेड है ही नहीं कुछ, मेरे जो जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन है उसमें AI से लेना देना दूर तक कुछ नहीं है, it won't matter. But at the same time, it will give me an impression कि you have an extra skill that I might actually end up using because everything is moving towards that. So my immediate answer is it is not essential, but it might help you to stand out amongst the other candidates. But you have to understand again, ये सिर्फ आप लोग ये जो क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हो ना, ये सिर्फ बड़ा स्पेसिफिक है एक डायमेंशन को लेकर. मैं बार बार यही बोलूंगा कि एकदम पूरा राउंडेड पर्सनालिटी देखनी पड़ती है कि आप AI में स्किल हो तो और कौन से एरिया में आप वीक हो या और कौन से स्ट्रेंथ्स हैं आपके. So it's not just one or the other that matters. It's a regression equation, right? हर वेरिएबल का, हर कोएफिशिएंट का एक इंपॉर्टेंस है. तो आपको जॉब के हिसाब से, किस कंपनी में जा रहे हैं उसके हिसाब से, और आप क्या रोल करना चाह रहे हैं उसके हिसाब से अपने आप को पोजीशन करना पड़ेगा. Winston, do you have anything to add to this?
Yeah. So first of all, students, thank you for inviting me. But I want to make a larger point. I did not join this call as a recruiter. I joined this call with a set of people like Vivek and Aparna, who are here to actually motivate and inspire you. Okay, so it's not about getting me to your campus. That's not the idea. But I'm humbled and flattered, right? I think one important point I want to make on marks. It's not the marks that matter, but the mark you leave. Please remember these words. Somebody taught me this or told me this, which is what has brought me here, right? Second most important point, you will hear words like AI, ML, data analyst. Wow, right? But sometimes when you turn up to the interview, it's like 3 idiots, right? I think in Hindi that's said by, "Kahan hai tu yaar?" Right? So turn up to be authentic. Tell your story, which could be the fact that you are a third member helping your father and mother earn that third income by maybe doing something like stitching or something like that. The fact that you pride excellence above all, right? Or the fact that your friends come to you and talk to you, and most of the time you just listen and say 2 sentences that leave a mark, a lasting impression, which is why they'll coordinate and they'll understand, oh, that's why this person is a bit silent. When they're silent, they're listening. When they speak with a lasting impression. Don't turn up to say, I'm a top ranking student. I know programming. I'm a AI certified person. वो सबके पास है, सिर्फ paper पे, right? What is in your heart? What is in your mind? What is in yourself? See, this world is enough for you, me, and everyone else yet to come. You got to showcase who you are. So I think what I love about Vivek and Aparna is the fact that we are not doing this to, reach out in a time when it's mattering to be digital. We're reaching out, telling you students, reach out to us, because we are here to help bridge that gap that you have, because some of us in this group matter, and it's our collective wisdom which will help you, but help us as we also search for the new normal.
Well said, Winston. Thank you very much. So I don't see any other questions on the panel here. I mean, on the Q&A panel. So I just want to kind of summarize. जो अभी तक हमने सुना कि, see, first is, as students, we have to understand things are changing. It may not be the same, but understand what is changing and why it is changing. In that context, prepare your speech, your elevator pitch. कि उस change में मैं कैसे relevant हो सकता हूँ? How can I still be relevant? And then the second thing is कि अगर मेरे को upskill करना है तो किस area में करना है? Hard skill में करना है कि soft skill में करना है? उसके लिए जरूरी है self awareness कि मेरे कौन से strengths हैं और कौन से weaknesses हैं. How many of us really know कि मेरा sweet spot क्या है और मेरा blind spot क्या है? मेरे को आज तक ये नहीं समझ में आया कि should I speak softer, slower, or should I speak with more conviction and confidence? Because there is a subtle difference. One thing may lead to the other. So जितना आपके blind spots रहेंगे, आपको उतनी problem होगी authentic होने में, जो विंस्टन बता रहे थे. जब तक आप authentic नहीं होंगे, जब तक आपके दिल से आवाज नहीं निकलेगी और आपने आपको position नहीं करेंगे, it will be very difficult. Because if you cannot be true to yourself, it will show, right? And as recruiters, as interviewers, we see through that. It's very easy. Understand your personal strengths. And सबसे important चीज है, मेरे अपने अभी भी मेरे को जबकि 30 साल का corporate experience है, I still have 3 coaches and 3 mentors. वो पिछले 15 साल से मेरे को कोच कर रहे हैं. मैंने आज तक उनका हाथ नहीं छोड़ा. वो कई बार बोलते हैं कि टाइम नहीं है, वो नहीं है. मैं हमेशा महीने में कम से कम एक बार उनमें से एक से जरूर बात करता हूँ. Because it may just be a hello, but कुछ वो एक चीज सीखने को मिल जाए एक महीने में, that's like a golden nugget. And I will just leave you one last thought. We have, I think somebody was asking how can we reach you. So Mr. Ajay Sharma, who was also on this webinar, he's our direct contact with Mrs. Sahai and Mr. Sahai at High Rank, and he is going to be our kind of relationship manager for High Rank on an ongoing basis. तो आप उनको reach out करिए, आप उनका cell phone भी है, उनका email भी है. Feel free to reach out. So I want to, on behalf of the admins team, to the High Rank students, wish you good luck, best of everything, and don't worry about the exams and all these things. These are minor incidental events in the life. There is a bigger, rosier, pot of gold waiting for you. So I'm very confident. Like Winston said, you are the future.
I think you need to join Jayanti. She's waiting.
Oh, she is?
Add her.
But she can join. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I see that. Okay, hold on 1 second. Oh, I think once she disconnected, so we have to bring her back. Mrs. Sahai, I think we have added you as a panelist. Let me see. Oh, there she is. Mrs. Sahai, okay. Oh, we saw her momentarily. There she is.
Yeah, I had a huge network problem at my end, bad weather, the electricity going on, and I tried to connect with my mobile. There was no network. So sorry, I missed that part towards the end.
So we do have a recording. We will send a link, and I was just sharing with the students how they can reach out. And of course, you are there. So, one submission is, and I will hand it over to you for your closing remarks, Mrs. Sai. To the students of high rank, reach out to Mrs. Jayanti Sai. She and Ajay are the ones who have organized this, who gave us this opportunity to be in front of you and share our thoughts. So, take Mrs. Sai's help and, reach out to us for any questions. Mrs. Sai, any closing remarks from you?
Yeah, it was a great opportunity that we had you this morning, and it made the entire day such, the entire day will be very fresh, and altogether the entire thing that you spoke of, such good info, good exposure to our students, and beautifully delivered. I think you have sketched a beautiful picture of the coming days of COVID, post-COVID, pre-COVID, and the flow was so nice that our students must have gathered information on one hand. At the same time, they got motivated that yes, there's so much to do and there's so much to come. And that's what our purpose, me and Ajay were talking previously, that's what we want, that the students should be motivated, that it's not the end of the day or end of life that is coming, or the industry is going to close. People are working very hard, and the entire industry, all sectors are working very hard so that minimal loss happens in this pandemic, and things become as good and as comfortable as they were previously. And you have sketched a beautiful panorama of things that the students definitely will think on, and I feel that it is very beneficial. And we'll be connected, of course, with you in a long-term basis, and we'll be the students individually can reach out to you whenever they have queries to you. And on behalf of my community of students, I would request all of you, all the panelists, to consider some of our students for placement. When you are placing and hiring, do consider high rank as a group of very, very hardworking. The students are very hardworking. Their attitude is so well, and their values grounded. So we have a beautiful lot with us. So I'm sure that in future, when you are thinking of hiring, you'll consider our students. We'll be in touch for this. And I feel that they have the exams, the students have their exams. After the exams, we'll definitely reconnect with another topic and another. You are such good speakers, and we'll not miss out on the opportunity. We'll definitely catch hold of you again.
Sure.
So we'll capitalize on your potential. Yeah,
Sure.
thank you
Sure.
so much. Thank you so much. You were around, and very nice. We enjoyed.
Thank you very much. And good luck to you all, students. Do well. And, it's all going to be great. It's just the beginning. There are 7 crore jobs waiting for you. Just remember that number.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, teachers.